Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am in the mood to talk to you guys about the P word. Yeah, not that word. Polygyny. Yes, I am in the mood to talk about polygyny. I have been getting a lot of emails and questions about polygyny and my past experiences with polygyny. Oh, this towel, I just washed my hair, so I may just go ahead and start twisting it while I record. But I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about it. I just wanted to share a few things. Not going to be long, but I did wanted to share some things with you guys, more so for the men, because it's not fair to those who know how to practice this sacred practice, I would say, because it is sacred. It is something that the Most High accepts in the Tanakh, in the Bible. But a lot of men who are ignorant and selfish and egotistical, they take it and they misuse it. And that's what created a horrible stain on the word polygyny. Once one person hear about that word polygyny, they run. You know, they get scared. They start cursing. Some of them even get belligerent, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you do that. I can't believe you allow that. Why you can't find your own man? Or you can find your own man, girl. Go ahead. You know, women's rights and women's live. And why you can't just have one woman? God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Eve and Latricia and Patrice." Relax. But and I don't blame you. I don't blame you for feeling that way, because over the years, over the decades, these men, and I'm not bashing men because I love my brothers, these men have tarnished the polygynous lifestyle. And I, for one, who haven't had experience a very, very wonderful polygynous relationship, more so on the, you know, co-wife, sister-wife relationship, because if you think about it, polygyny is more so a sister-wife relationship, not more so with the male. All of the energy is given towards it's bounced off of each other, of the wives, between the two wives. And I may sound like I'm biting my words up, because I'm a bit nervous, but I'm excited to talk about polygyny. Why? Because I have never had any type of horrible experiences with my sister wife. Ro, I know you're gonna see this. I love you. I will always love you. And anybody who have known us over the past 8 or 9 years will be able to tell you that our relationship was genuine. Nothing was fictitious about it. We've loved each other from day one. We got along like blood sisters. Never ever really had any type of arguments, anything between us. If we had, it was minor and we got over it. My sister wife was a type of sister wife that very laid back, very considerate, very loving. She wasn't selfish. So kudos to you, Roy. I love you. I love you, girl. But to talk back about polygyny, polygyny has been given a very bad name, very bad label, because of how the men have misused it over the years. It's just it's just ridiculous how, you know, you have a lot of ignorant men who don't really know how to practice it. You know, they take on this practice, this sacred practice, and some men take on this lifestyle and isn't ready for it. They're not ready for it. Guys, I'm on my neck. They're not ready for it. The only thing they're thinking of is, you know, with the other head, or you know, how much they can get out of it physically. They don't consider anything else about polygyny. Now, you do have some men out there that would consider it. You do have some men out there that do their research and know what they're getting into. But Polygyny is for the mature man. And I say the mature man, not the physically matured male. So just because you feel you have, shoot, I dropped my oil. Just because you have the male gender and you're of age does not mean that you are equipped for polygyny. Does not mean that at all. Just because you're a man don't mean that you have to become a lion in the house and beat your chest and scream to the top of your lungs. Oh my gosh, this is making my hair white. Oh. All right, I'm gonna rub it in. Back to what I was saying. Just because that you're a male doesn't mean that, okay, I'm entitled. Oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Yeah, I'm Jewish. I'm African, I'm Nigerian. I'm going to go ahead and find me another wife, and to hell with my wife's feelings, to hell with the first wife's feeling. She know that I was a polygynous male, and she know that that we can have more than one wife. Bro, if you really think about it and sit down and do it the right way, it would be a success. If you start polygyny with the egotistical behavior mentality, it will not work. Trust me when I tell you, it will not work. Because in my opinion, and my sisters, please don't bash me. I may have some of you who may, oh man, I shouldn't have used this lotion. Okay, it'll come out. I may have some of you who agree with me. I may have some of you who wouldn't agree with me. And I'm fine with that. Everybody has an opinion. But if you don't agree and you want to talk about it some more, go ahead and leave a comment below. But as I was saying, in my opinion, men are designed to practice polygyny. I think so. Why I say that? Look at their makeup. If you think about the amount of sperm cell that they produce, the amount of sperm that they produce in a single ejaculation, and compare that to the amount of eggs that we produce in our lifetime, it's like, how can you match that? You can't. Now, that's not to say that every man should practice polygyny. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it's in his makeup to be with more than one woman. You can't. One wife cannot control. I wouldn't say control, cannot match his drive. Think about it again on this point. When we get older, when women get older, past the 40s, past the 50s, 60s, 70s, you tend to lose your drive. And that's a fact. I don't know many women that are high in 60s and in 70s and they still have that drive. Y'all know what drive I'm talking about. That libido. A lot of women, it disappears after menopause. But for the men, it's still there. Like my father, he, believe his last child was at the age of, 55, 56? Yep. So they still have it. After late in the age, they still have that libido, that high stamina. And especially for those men that are eating right. You have men that are on these special diets, fruits, vegetables, raw, sea moss, ginseng. What are you going to do? Again, that's not to say that because he can't control himself that he should just go out there and find another wife. No, because there are rules to it. And the Bible does speak on those rules. And you women out there who, you women out there who are falling for these men that tell you that they can do this for you and they can provide this for you, you have to make sure you know what you're entitled to. Okay? Know what you're entitled to have. Okay? These men who are coming to you will play with your mind and tell you that, they can give you this, they can give you that. Make sure that these men should be able to provide all the bare necessities from food, clothing, shelter, long-lasting stamina. Yeah, that is something that is entitled to at least the first wife. Food, clothing, shelter, and stamina. If you lack any one of the four, don't even think about getting another wife. Okay? So just because you're a male doesn't mean that you're entitled to. Just because you're a male doesn't mean that you can go ahead and do what you want to do. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand how these men just feel that they can just, hey, I'm entitled to have another wife. Yeah, bro, but are you working? Are you providing for this woman? When the first wife gets pregnant, do you know the liabilities that follows pregnancy? Do you know the health risk behind getting pregnant, staying pregnant, delivering, and even postpartum? Do you know everything that she goes through? No. So what if she is the wife that she's working and she gets pregnant and it's time for her to have her relaxation time and rest and bond with the baby and nurse and heal her body, because you're going to jump on her after the 40 days. For those of you who know, after 40 days, that is the most vulnerable time of a woman's womb. She's going to get pregnant afterwards. 40 days or 80 days, she's going to get pregnant afterwards. But are you able to provide for her financially? Are you able to provide her food, clothing, shelter, help, emotional help? We need that after we deliver. Are you able to provide that? If you're not able to provide that, kick polygyny out of the window, close it, bolt it. Don't even think about it, because it's not fair that just because you feel that you're able to do it, that you go ahead and do it. You men, I love you. Like I said, I love my black brothers, but you have to make sure you know what you're doing, because you can destroy your family. You can definitely destroy your family by feeling just because you could bring another wife in, yeah, I can do that. It's my duty. You can destroy the family. You can destroy the children. You have children that experience turmoil watching their mothers, and for both, and especially if both wives have children, it causes resentment for you as a father. It causes resentment for the other woman. It causes resentment for their siblings that came from the other women, and then they grow up resenting men. They grow up resenting anything that comes close to culture, anything that comes close to polygyny. They will grow up resenting it. So beware when you think about practicing polygyny. Okay, just make sure you know what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. And for the men who are already practicing polygyny and you have two wives, don't force it. Don't force your wives to go out and shop together. Don't force your wives to cook together. Don't force your wives to come and live in the same house together. Don't force it. If it's not a natural energy, that's coming from the two wives, then it's not genuine. And eventually you're going to have a problem. So you have to make sure that it's a natural feeling between the two wives. You have to make sure that everything is flowing naturally. Now, there may be some type of minor friction because it's a natural feeling. I believe that jealousy is a natural feeling between women and men, especially when there's another woman involved. However, if you sit back and you watch and you see that your wives are not even budging to do anything together, then you know there's a problem. And eventually you're going to lose one. So you have to make sure you don't force it. And if it's not there naturally, then don't force it with them. Okay? And to speak about the relationship between the wives, in my opinion, again, I feel that you guys should be able to talk to one another as sisters, as blood sisters. Share your emotions, share your feelings, share your thoughts. Don't always feel that you have to go to the husband to relay the message to him, to relay it to the wife, because then she's going to be like, okay, well, you could have told that to me. Now you're leaving your sister wife to feel, to feel some type of way, to feel salty. Whether it could be something very minor, very small, where you could have came to your sister and talked to her about it. But no, you went to the husband and vice versa. Because trust me, I've seen it all. So those of you who are in the process of practicing polygyny, if you're thinking about it, make sure you know what you're doing. Men, make sure you're able to fully 100% successfully provide food, clothes, shelter, long-lasting stamina, finances, time. That is important, because if you think that you can bring on another woman and feel that when you bring this other woman in, that things starts to change, and then you have a wife that just notices things and things are just changing, and that's going to cause her to feel some type of way, because you're changing the dynamics in the house for this second woman. And yeah, she's going to feel some type of way, of course. But naturally, of course, things are going to change, but it shouldn't change too much. It shouldn't change drastically. Okay. And for the sister wives, I strongly suggest that you get to know your sister wife, because you're building a family together. You're not building a family separate. And you don't want the children that are produced from this relationship to resent it, because it is a sacred and a very, very healthy practice, in my opinion. I mean, if it's done right. So that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to talk to you about that, because we've been doing, well, me and my sister have been doing polygyny videos for a very long time, maybe about 6 years ago. And the questions and the comments haven't ceased. So I don't want to be long-winded tonight. I want to thank you guys for watching my video, this entire video. I also want to thank you guys for tuning in to my channel, subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's called Underneath the Crown. I mean, you already know that. But if you have anything, we want to talk about it some more, this P word, some more, polygyny, go ahead and leave a comment below. I am going to take the night off from everything else and just twist my hair. But again, thanks again for everyone tuning in. Thanks again for all of you who subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like, for the thumbs up. Make sure you hit that notification bell, because I will be posting new videos weekly. I'm trying to be more consistent about that. But again, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't done so, share it. It doesn't take you but a couple of minutes, seconds, to share my video to your friends. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Have a blessed night.